It's live on YouTube.
It says we're live, hey?
Yep.
Because it's still. So I'm going to do the intro then. Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. And we're here today with Lynn New Lenning and Ying. New Ying. And we're talking about her new book, plus a few other things. And pardon me, as usual, I've had trouble getting on. And I'm a little discombobulated because I don't know where I am. and I'm going to rely on my daughter Elf to find it for me and to
I can
read you questions. Okay, and to put out the
Yep, I'm working
okay,
on it.
she's putting out your book too. So
Great. Thank you.
So yeah, and I should be used to this by now.
That's okay.
We have every time we do a live, we have tech problems.
Yeah,
so,
it happens.
Yeah. So anyhow, I'm just trying to see if I can find us on Facebook, and
You're not on Facebook.
I mean up YouTube, and there we are. I found us. And every time we do a live, and there now I can read some of the questions when they come up. Unfortunately, we didn't advertise on YouTube, so my daughter Elle will put information out on Facebook, so we may or may not get people.
That's okay. No worries.
Yeah,
no worries.
So definitely, I would like to know a little. Well, the first question would be, tell me a little bit about the book itself.
Okay, well, first off, I want to thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Eliz-sha, for having me here today.
I have to say, I actually been looking forward to it.
Oh, that's great. I've been looking forward to talking about it with you. The last time I think we did a live together was last year sometime.
Right? It was, and it was a wonderful live. I just really enjoyed myself a lot, and a lot of people went back and watched it over time.
Good. And that makes me happy.
Yeah, we had quite a few viewers by the end.
Oh, great. So yeah, so I have a copy of my book here. Oh, it's probably you can't read it because it's backward. It's actually Dragons and Antibodies. And so the acronym for that is DNA, right? So why did I write the book, or what inspired me? This book is this short fiction is actually a short story, and it's a prequel to a long novel that I have that took me like 3 years to write. So a couple of years ago, I was revising this long novel, and I was stuck. The revision process is like, it's hard. It's like weeding, you take out things that you don't need to find perfection. So anyways, I was stuck, and then I read a book by Kryon. This book, it's called The 12 Layers of DNA, because at that time my book was about DNA, but I thought it was too radical. It was too way out there for the public to understand what I had to say. And, I mean, my story is science fiction, but there's a blend of spirituality in it that I think, the normal science fiction readers might not understand. But then after I read his book, I decided, you know what? Why not? Who cares if it's radical? I'm writing this for those who understand it. And for those who don't, perhaps one day they will, but it's okay. My work is for a certain group of people, and those people who resonate with that kind of thinking and concept will be attracted to my work. So once I read his book, then I went back to my manuscript and I revised it, not caring about if it's too radical, too out there, or who would like it, who would hate it. I just did it for myself and for the higher realms, Right. And I finished it really fast. And then I decided, you know what, I'm going to write a short story to introduce, the character, to introduce the concept of the long novel. Most people don't really like to read long novels, so I decided, let's write a short story, just give them like a snippet of what it could be like. So that's what I did. And then this whole COVID-19 happened. And then my friend and I were talking. She's actually an editor too. She said, why don't you just publish it right now? And then I was like, yeah, why don't I? So that's what I did. I'm an independent author. I have my own company, so I released it. And so you probably haven't gotten a chance to read it yet. Today it's free. I made it free for all of your audience.
I didn't actually read it. I didn't realize I could download it before today.
Yeah, so no problem. You can download it tonight, and it's a short read. I can give you a snippet about it without giving up the whole story, right?
That'd be great.
Yeah, so basically, it's about a scientist who speaks in logic and facts. That's what scientists do. They won't believe anything unless there's facts that they could prove. So he's a father of a sick child, and he works for a huge pharmaceutical company that can create medicine, like innovative medicine to heal people, but he can't save his daughter. No one can. So he's going crazy. And then he begins to hear voices. These voices are an aspect of higher realms and of himself. And actually, they're his DNA. And so what I wanted to show people is that you have the power to heal yourself. You do. And if you believe that, it can happen. And there's magic in DNA. And according to Kryon, it is not a two-stranded entity. It is a multi-stranded entity. And it is quantum.
Like 13, isn't it?
What's that?
Didn't he say there's like 13?
12.
12, okay.
12. And this book is called The 12 Layers of DNA. It's 12 that we know of right now.
Yeah.
So that's why I incorporated that spirituality within this science fiction book, because I wanted to show that, yes, if you tap into that aspect of yourself with that belief that you can heal yourself simply by asking, it could happen. And so I made the character do this in a way that would be easy for you to understand. He's a scientist. He doesn't believe this stuff. It is way out there for him. He cannot prove it, but yet he's able to do this. And if he can do that, you can do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's funny, I know this man. He's a diehard scientist.
Yep.
And I've known him for like close to 20 years. And I noticed the last few years that he's starting to believe this stuff.
Yes, definitely. It's out there. And just because you can't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Yeah. And, each day scientists discover new things that aren't really
quantum
new.
Physics really brings it close to home, right?
Yeah, definitely. And so, I mean, all these things that we're seeing today and what's happening, it's so strange and so out of this world. Even like this, quarantine thing. We never expected this. It's like an alien thing that happened, right?
Yeah,
Here we are.
Yeah, I did, it's my job to see the future. I did not see it.
Yeah, it's like it's taking everyone by surprise. It's taking our comfort zone away to kind of have us sit back and think of the possibilities. And and I quote this Caroline Casey, who's an astrologer. She said, "Believe nothing, entertain possibilities." So believe nothing. When when you read my book or anything that's too radical, come into it with a blank page. Expect nothing and see what you can think about. See what it activates in you. And that's the magic of it, And I hope it does. I hope you get to meet your DNA dragons. And if you do, please let me know.
I will do that. Honestly, I have to tell you, I thought we were coming in and talking about a child's book.
Oh my gosh, no.
And so it got me from left field, because if I'd known it was an adult's book, I would have read it.
Oh, no. I mean, I write children's books too, but this one is an adult book.
Yeah, I actually told my daughter this morning, download the books for your book for your children.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I mean, if you have kids who love to read, like teenagers, they can read this. It's just, I think it's too spiritual for a young kid. There's no pictures in it. They're all words, so they can look at the cover.
Yeah, the cover is really cool.
But yeah, no, it's an adult book. It's one that takes you to a deep level of thinking of humanity and the potential of what humanity can be.
Uh-huh.
And I just want you to know that try the methods that the character in there use to connect with DNA, and let me know if it works for you, because it does work. It works for me.
Oh, I'm 100% sure. You do have a convert. One of our followers, Lori Dotson. She's going to download it.
Oh, that's fantastic, Lori. I hope you enjoy it.
Lori's a pretty awesome lady. I'm sure she will.
Oh, great. And let me know. Let me know. You can put in the reviews on Amazon or wherever. I would love to know.
We will do that. We will put in.
I think that there's power to a book. Like when I write this book, or when I wrote it, I put all of my intention into it. I want people to be able to use it to heal themselves. And that is the code that I put in there, the healing codes. And I hope that it does help someone. And as long as I'm able to help one person, I've done my job.
You know Dan Millman, right?
No.
Dan Millman, you don't know Dan Millman?
No.
He wrote The Way of the Peaceful Warrior.
Oh, no, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know everybody.
Okay. Well, he wrote this book about 30 years ago, because my kids give that book out to people as gifts.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But when you read it, it does exactly what you say. It gives you a spiritual energy.
Oh, good. That's
and so
fantastic.
Dan Millman's book can do it, and he's a very spiritual man.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure your book will have the same effect.
That's good to know. And you know, when you talked about children's books, I have two that I'm also writing and illustrating. And these two children's books is not the regular children's book, because I do incorporate a little, you know, like some light codes of spirituality in it, in that it's about the universe, you know, like finding your universe and the heart of the earth, like things like that, that I think, you know, kids these days, especially the indigo kids, the crystalline children.
Pretty well all the kids that came in the last 15 years.
Yes,
a bit of a higher
they would resonate with this, definitely.
And how old are your kids?
My kids are 6 and 8.
They're exactly the same age as my grandchildren.
Oh yeah, 6 and 8, yeah.
But they do. I mean, when you talk to them, sometimes don't they just blow you away with their
wisdom, natural, right? Yes, yeah. They know so much. They do, and we can learn from children.
Yeah, exactly.
Adults can certainly learn from them. So yes. So yeah, I'm excited to see what people have to say, and I'm trying to work on finishing the long novel, like little edits, so that I can probably release it at the end of this year or next year.
And it will be on Amazon?
Amazon, Barnes and Noble. I'm going to get it onto Apple, Google Play too. So
okay, we'll see. So it will be both hard copy and
so paperback and an ebook, paperback and ebook. Yeah, it's going to be a long novel. It's like 500, 600 pages. So it's going to be a thick thing. But I like holding a real book though. For me, I like the smell of books. I like to hold it. It's organic to me. Yeah. Like when I'm traveling, yes, I'll take my Kindle. But if I'm sitting at home, I want a book in my hand. There's something organic about it, you know. I like having a real book.
Yeah, my daughter's the same way.
Yeah.
About 3-4 years ago, I got the place where I like the lightness of holding a small Kindle or something.
Yeah.
And I have a tendency to fall asleep reading my books, so.
I'll keep the page for you. Yeah, so, I read on my phone. Sometimes I read on my phone, even the kids' book. It's just so easy, you know.
And they're there with you, right? And when you've got kids your age,
yes,
when you're out and about, and then you have to wait. It's something to have to do with the kids.
Definitely.
Yeah, but
it's fun. It is fun.
Yeah,
but what's that?
I'm just agreeing with you.
Yes.
I was also, can we go back to the DNA a little bit? I was reading an article today about a woman who teaches clearing the DNA.
Experiencing the DNA?
Clearing.
Oh, clearing
the family lineage. And
okay.
Is that part of what what you talk about in your book, Clearing the Family Lineage?
No, but Kryon has talked about that, you know, the Akashic record and all like how DNA is tied to your karmic, the past lives and all that. But no, this is more of like activating the power within you and how DNA is quantum. And because it is quantum, it is alive and active and multi-dimensional. And because you have many lives here, right? And you are living and because of that, although your lives right now they're parallel lives. So you are actually somewhere out there in another world. And so you have different attributes. You could be a doctor in another world, a healer. And so what I've learned is that if you can remember those attributes of yourself from other lifetimes, then you can ask for your DNA now to remember that so that you can use it in this lifetime.
Okay, so basically that will actually do a clearing on their DNA.
Probably an activation. I think a lot of them call it a remembering as well.
Yeah.
A remembering, because you already have it. You just have to remember it. You just have to ask your DNA to activate that, remember that, pull it from that library that you have that, you know, so you can do it now too. I think it takes a while to remember. It takes a while for it to be activated and for you to make that connection and to understand how to access that. But it can happen.
Okay.
And I'm also listening to there's a lot of it on YouTube too. It's like DNA activation, meditation, you know, activating your Christed light and crystalline cells and all that. So you can do that and you will know which meditation will work for you because you will feel it. There's electricity current that runs through your body. You will feel the chills, the tingles. And because I've listened to quite a few and there's some that doesn't really do anything that I don't resonate with, but there are a few that are very, very strong. And those are the ones that I continue to listen to. I listen to it until I don't feel anything anymore. That means I need to level up. So I need to find a new one, you know, because after a while, it's kind of like using the shampoo. After a while, it's the same thing, right? It doesn't do anything for your hair.
Yeah, every
so
2 weeks you need to change your shampoo.
Yes, exactly. So that's what I like to do is find new ones. And there's a lot of free ones out there. And you can make up your own too. You can write up your own.
Have you listened to Nicola? She does Biofield clearing.
Oh no, is she part of your
Yes, she is. She did one yesterday, and I have seen people physically change.
Oh my gosh.
From her work.
That's fantastic.
It is.
I'll take a look.
Oh, I recommend her highly.
Oh,
but
great.
It's very similar to what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. I would love to take a look at that.
Yeah.
I love learning about different people, you know, because I'm in my own world, researching my own thing here. And so it's great that people refer me to other people so I can access the magic.
Well, she's definitely magical, but she does, it's called Biofield. And I think you might find that interesting too.
Oh, great. Yeah.
I have to say though, when I listen to you talk, and you say you get the magic or the idea from Kryon, it almost feels like you have this little voice in your head and you're tapped into him directly.
So not really. I mean, I think maybe it's weird for me to say this, but I think my DNA wanted me to meet Kryon and to read his books because I was writing about it. Right. It's like synchronicity. So, and I met Kryon on my birthday last year.
Oh, cool.
I went to see him speak at a seminar, and it just happened that he was going to be in Boston on that day. So I went, and it was amazing. And then as I went and sat there, I was in the front row, and I felt chills, you know. And what did he talk about? He talked about DNA. So it was amazing. It was like, yes, you know, my body was telling me that I should go to the seminar because he's going to speak about something that I need to know, that I resonate with. And that is what it is. And another thing is that Kryon, so Lee Carroll channels Kryon. Yeah. And he says that Kryon talks to him in the shower when he's showering, right? So he's like channeling and hearing messages from Kryon in the shower. And for me, when I'm in the shower, I hear angelic music. I hear it only in the shower when I'm near water, but water is, it's like an amplifier, so it connects to everything. But when I'm in the shower, I hear like high realm sonic frequencies, and I hear it louder and louder every time. I've been hearing this for like over a year now, a year and a half. Yeah.
Definitely, you need to look into biofield energy.
Yeah.
Because she was talking about hearing music yesterday.
Yeah.
And one thing I do know is that the higher levels you go, the more likely you are to hear different sounds.
Yes, definitely different sounds. And today I actually did an Instagram post about birds. I didn't post it on Facebook yet, but I'll do it after this. So I just have a feeling I've been drawn to birds lately. I don't know why, they've been waking me up at 5 a.m, like really loud. So when I wake up, once I'm up, I'm like sitting at the window and all that, and then they're quiet. I'm like, okay, I'm up. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to know? So anyways, I continue to do my thing, but I've noticed that even throughout the day, they're louder than usual, and I've been drawn to them for some reason. And I've dreamt of avian beings. They're very beautiful, very ethereal.
Oh, okay. The blue avians?
Yes, but there are white ones too.
Okay, I haven't run into the white ones, but...
Yes, well, I've dreamt of both, but they're just in my dream, and I'm like, okay, so these bird beings are trying to tell me something. I don't know what that something is yet, but I'm slowly, the universe speaks in symbols. I'm slowly trying to decipher the meaning, slowly. But this is what's happening when you open up your field for magic and all that is esoteric and beautiful and divine, then little things will come to you, and you just have to decipher the codes, what they mean to you. And I'm kind of doing that right now. There's a lot of downloads, and I feel a lot too, like probably you and all sensitive people. You feel so much that you need to sit back and just let your body feel and decipher the meanings in its own time, because there's just so much going on.
Well, it sounds like another book coming out.
Yeah, I think so, because the novel has a bird in it too. And I think, and I'm like, okay, is this what it is? It's telling me to hurry up, get it out there.
Yeah.
I
have run into the blue avians, and I have run into a few people who have dealt with them. But one of the things that comes through very crystal clear is they want us to be the ones who are our own saviors. They don't want to be put on a pedestal.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. They're here to help you. You need to help yourself, but they can assist you if you ask them.
Exactly.
We have free will, and we have to ask and give them permission. But like anything else, it's up to you. They can only help you, but you need to be the vehicle for your own life and your own belief. Yeah. So, but I'm excited to see what's going to be coming.
Well, if what I've run into is anything, it's a lot more peacefulness.
Yes. Yep. That's one of the things too. Having more patience, more understanding for everything. But yeah, peace is good right now. I think we all need it. And I think in a way, the planet is at peace in the sense that the air is cleaner and the air is cleaner, the water's cleaner.
Yeah.
The cars, not a lot of cars out there. So it's, in a way, there is this collective peace on the planet right now.
Well, I'm pretty, on a spiritual level, I suspect this quarantine was meant for us to get to know who we are.
Definitely. It's like, hello.
Yeah.
It's about time. If you don't do it, I'm going to force you with this quarantine.
Well, isn't that the way karma works, right?
Yes.
You listen. If you don't listen, you get a tap. If you don't listen more, you get a bigger tap and a bigger tap. Yep. All heck's going to break loose.
Exactly. You will force you. But yeah. I love how the universe works, right?
Well, I usually when I get a twinge, I try to pay attention right away now because I've had those lessons.
That's great. Do you still see dragons? I know at one point that you used
Oh,
to
I'm
see them.
all my guides are dragons. I have a cohort or a wing of
Oh,
dragons
that's
around me all
great.
the time.
Yeah.
And
So
when
you've
I
been
work
working
in
with a
the
lot of,
energies,
what's
they're
that?
always with me.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
I've been working with a lot of dragon energy too.
yeah.
So they're quite
But they, far
intense.
as I can understand, the dragons adore people, and the more people who are open to receiving
Yeah,
them, the better, the happier they are.
that's great. Don't we all want to be appreciated, right? They're
Right.
no different.
Uh, uh, and it's funny though. A few people are very afraid of them, and I'm thinking, why?
I think
They,
I think those people just remember dragon as the mythological creature
yeah,
that's violent and aggressive. Yeah.
yeah, and there is that. I mean, where there's a
Yeah,
balance, right? And male, the
definitely. Yeah.
yin and yang, the balance.
Yep.
But these dragons, the ones that are here now, they're all very positive. They've got horrible sense of humor,
Yeah,
but uh,
definitely.
but they are very positive creatures, and they're really good at helping with you need extra help in the energy.
Yes, definitely. Whenever I do my morning prayer, I would ask for one to kind of just come around my home, the land, and just kind of clear it,
Yeah,
just clear it.
they're
And you
really
feel
good at
that.
that.
Yeah, they're
I
really good
know
at
when
that.
my kids drive away, I always say, "Hey, look after her,"
Yes,
because all
yes, yes.
my kids are all female.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah,
Why not? We have access to them. Ask them for help. They're
it,
willing to help.
yeah, it's really funny when we do go drive because the dragons are huge, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we'd be driving along and you see this leg on either side of the car running along with
Yep.
you, protecting.
Yes, yes,
Like I
yeah. That's
said,
how I envision it. Yep.
yeah,
That's how I envision it.
they have a really weird sense of humor. It's what I find. But somebody asked a question, and maybe you can answer it. I have two. Oh no, that's not. Lori says she has two dragons. I just got chills. But she wanted to know, do you know what the different colors are with the dragons?
What do they mean?
What do they mean?
Well, I think, the first thing that comes to mind is the what you associate the colors with. For me, red, orange is fire, fire dragon. Earth has more like a green tone. The white is more air dragon. Blue is water dragon. So those are like, I have a dragon tarot card deck, and those are what the colors mean for the basic dragons. But then there's so many different dimensions of dragons that have like the fifth dimension, sixth dimension, seventh dimension. Like there's one that's I think it's like the Omega dragon. It's like from the ninth dimension. That one's black. He's black doesn't mean he's a bad dragon. He's just from the universe,
Nobody's
and
smart.
there's all these dragons from the Andromeda and all that. But I think the color that you associate with is kind of like crystals, right? Pink is the heart chakra. So if there's
Yeah.
a pink dragon, it deals with the heart chakra, heart issues, and that emotion. So what the color you associate with, you can kind of define that it's color meaning. What those color means, those dragons will carry that aspect. For me, that's how I determine that.
Yeah. I know about 6 months, 7 months ago, people would meet their dragon and for about a month, everybody's dragon was pink. They didn't know each other. They just I say, what color is your dragon? Pink.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot is because the energy would have been at that time working on the heart chakra.
Yeah, definitely. For
Yeah.
me, I've been envisioning or seeing like gold everything, because gold carries a high frequency which connects to the divine realms. And because I've been meditating a lot, I've been connecting to a lot of the gold frequency. And it could be because of spring, the dandelions, and I see a lot of yellow flowers, a new beginning. Could be that, but gold is also protective energy as well, too. So I've been like seeing those like dragons around me.
Plus, the fact is, you do channel a lot of higher energy.
Yeah.
And when you channel the higher energy, of course, you're going to pull that color in.
Yeah. So, and I love working with them. And also
They are a
Atlantic.
blast, that's for sure.
They are. They're so funny.
And sometimes I literally have to say, okay, pull it back a bit. You guys are,
Yeah.
you're just too much fun there.
Well, I usually talk to them when I'm home by myself. I talk to them out loud because, my kids are probably looking at me like, well, who are you talking to, Mom? Like, they're thinking I'm crazy.
But, well, have you asked them if they see dragons?
No, I haven't asked them because they're kind of young right now. They're kind of in a state where, oh, I don't want to go over there by myself. It's like the room next door, the lights off. I'm scared of the dark and all that. So,
Okay, so
yeah, I don't want to ask them that because it'll scare them right now. They're not ready for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my husband, he knows how I am.
Yeah.
But although he's not really into this kind of esoteric thing, he welcomes it and he acknowledges that, yes, this is your world that you like to delve in, and that's okay. So if he's around and I could just, talk to the angels and dragons, it's okay. But with my kids, I want to wait till they're more open
Until they're
to it
ready
a little
for
more.
it, yeah.
Yeah. But
So,
it's fun to talk to them outside, to the dragons or the fairies and all that.
yeah, have you ever just sat and meditated with them and gone for a ride?
Yes. Yep, I do that. Yep.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, so I have dreamt of that too. So, and I think in the dream, I've actually done it in the dream. It's just I remember it as a dream,
Yeah.
So, but it's good.
At least it's warm.
Yes, yes, yep. Sometimes you just ask them, you want to, go to another realm, explore the cosmos, have them take you for the ride, let them be your escort.
It's just, sorry, I'm trying to read the comments and talk to you too.
Oh, it's okay.
It says the ones I painted are pink with red spots, yellow dots, and
Can you hear?
red with blue silver faces. After real with another real with red mane and tail purple, and finally a green dragon. They look so cool. I can't wait to have Elisha see the mirror.
Oh, she made a mirror. Lori made a mirror for me, and I haven't seen it yet. But she's just describing the mirror that she's making. It's an energy tool.
Oh, beautiful.
It sounds like it. It sounds beautiful.
Can't wait to see it. When you get it, take a picture, put it on your site.
I will have to do that. Yes.
Yes, sounds very magical.
Well, it sounds like she's put a lot of energy into it.
Oh, that's good. You will feel that. When people put love into their work, you will feel that. Whether it's anything like an artwork, a writing, a meal, you feel that energy of love and
I remember years ago, there's this woman and she used to bring cakes to wherever we're having meetings, and they always tasted divine. And turns out they were just box cakes. But she put love into it.
Yeah, the thought of that. That's great. See, it's like even when you cook, they say you can just say, oh, I bless this meal with love and light. You can just say that. That's your activation for it.
Yeah.
Every meal or every drink that you drink, you can say that, and then your body will be healed by what you ingest.
Yeah.
It's like magic. It's like spelling, it's like you're putting a spell on it, sort of.
I prefer to think of it as quantum energy.
Yes. So why not?
Yeah. So you can even get to the place where you just go like that over your feet. So if you're out and about and you want to have a hamburger or something.
Definitely.
And I know most people who are spiritual don't eat hamburgers, but hey, they're really good for grounding when you're not grounded.
Yes. Hey, there's some moments, that you crave that stuff. And once in a while, I go get my kids McDonald's. I get something for me too. Why not?
I know my middle daughter, she says, Mom, I am craving Wendy's so badly.
Yeah.
So we went and got her some Wendy's.
Yeah, we're humans. Listen to your body. Sometimes it's okay to play.
Yeah.
You know, we're living here, so we gotta experience it.
What people don't understand is what you're actually saying is that you can transmute the energy,
Definitely.
and you know, just by intention.
Yes, intention is powerful. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
And to me, intention is the basis of my of everything I do,
Yes. Absolutely.
because I'm not really good at what it was getting a uh, getting this herb and that herb and doing this and doing that.
Yep.
And
Mm-hmm.
doing so for me, I prefer just to think it,
Yes.
because I keep telling people I'm really lazy. Just don't.
No. Intention is powerful.
Yeah,
So as long as you think that thought, that's the activation. It happens without being seen, and that's okay.
yeah,
So that's
yeah.
good.
And I tell people also, your imagination is real. What you
Yes,
imagine is the truth.
it is. That's what Picasso said too. He's like, what you imagine is real. So he believed whatever he painted was real because he saw it in his mind.
Oh, cool. I did not know
Yeah.
that. He's not
So,
my
but
favorite painter. I don't, that style isn't my,
yeah,
though I can recognize that it's really good.
hmm
But so I don't know as much about Picasso as I should.
Well, this quote, a lot of the artists follow the quote because it's true. It's not just for painters to believe in, but it's just whatever esoteric people, what you can see in your mind, it's real. It's real somewhere,
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
So,
And I know that when so Elizabeth Meyer, she's one of my readers. She says praying over your food when you store it makes it last longer.
oh, that's good.
And I know that. And she says, I just ate an apple that was fresh and wonderful, which I brought at the beginning of the month.
Oh,
Okay. And
thank you, Elizabeth.
that's like pyramid energy, right?
Yeah.
It keeps people are not going to use pyramid energy for some reason or other, but
Mhm.
it does keep your bananas fresh, and it will
Yeah,
keep your blades sharper and
that's right.
things like that. But I think again that comes out to be intention.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Everything that you buy, your house, everything, even when there's a storm, when there's a windstorm, put intention like a bubble around your house so that the trees and the wind,
Yeah.
nothing can damage it. Because it's scary when it's really windy outside. I have a lot of trees around my house.
And you live in it's not really mountainous around where you are either, is it?
It actually is. It's Worcester, so it's called the Seven Hills. So there's a lot of hills. But when it gets stormy, well, right in the middle, we get the most snow, the most of everything. Um, we're not close to the coast like Boston. We're like an hour away. But I always ask for my home or my car to be protected
Yeah.
around, when there's a storm.
Yeah. And when I remember, because we don't get storms like that. I mean,
Ah,
we'll get gusts up to 70 or 80, but we're in mountain areas, so nothing lasts very long.
oh, that's cool.
So basically, people are saying that they're really enjoying our conversation. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
great. Thank you.
And I was just trying to think of something else. We should reiterate that there's that you can download this, and it is an adult's book. I really was coming in here under the impression it was a kid's book.
Oh, no. It's a fiction for adults, but if you have teenagers who are into this kind of thing, esoteric thing, a dragon, so yeah, they can read it too. It's just not like 7 or 8-year-old type of book.
Well, My
So I hope you
daughter,
understand.
my
What's
daughter
that?
actually is reading the Hobbit to her kids.
Oh, good.
I
Yeah.
think it's because she couldn't handle any more kids' books, but
I know what you mean.
yeah,
That's
you get to a
great.
place and you had enough.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
hope whoever's listening, I hope that you get to meet your DNA dragons when if you get a chance to read the book, and I hope you enjoy it and that it activates something in you and help you understand that you can heal yourself too.
I'm 100% sure that people will meet their dragon.
Yes, that's yay.
And
So I think time is almost up.
yeah,
Yep.
you're right.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Elijah, for having me here. It was great to chat with you again.
And we will have to make another plan to do this
Yes.
next time your full book comes out.
Yeah, maybe over the children's book next time.
I just, for some reason or other, I went under the assumption it was a kid's
You
book.
saw the future. That's what it was.
No, that possibly. But I do remember, actually, before you go, I was going to ask you, have you got any of your paintings around?
No, I'm actually hiding in my room because my
Okay.
kids are downstairs.
All right.
Yeah, my husband's trying to keep them occupied because I promised them.
That's an hour is probably about all they've got left.
Right, because they want to go outside.
So I
Yeah.
will let you go.
Okay.
I was going to suggest you bring some pictures with you, and
next time I will. Next time I will. Yes.
because
I'll hang it behind me next time.
yeah, because I watched them. I look for them on the Facebook group.
Oh,
And
thank
I
you.
enjoy them thoroughly.
Oh, thank you so
everybody,
much.
this is Lynn from our group, Facebook group, and she's the one that puts up those gorgeous pictures that move.
Oh. Thank you for having me.
Okay, I'm going to
See you
let you
later,
go.
guys. All right. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the weather.
Just hang on.
Stop the live like you would when.
Okay, I know. Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye. I'm really bad at saying goodbye, so I have to do it now.
Just say see you later.
Yeah. Namaste, namasko. And thank you so very much.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.